right, this is Pastor Stan Lubeck, and this is workshop number 26, Leading a Great Discussion. Here's a list of 9 things to avoid if you want to make sure that your discussion times are rich and fulfilling with your group. So tip number one, failing to make questions sound conversational. Even though you're asking questions which are written down and prepared, it's possible to ask them in a conversational tone. Use your own vocabulary. Put some emotion into it. Tip number 2, don't be afraid of silence after asking a question. Don't be impatient or nervous. You must give people time to think as you look at your right toe. That's my encouragement to you. Don't look at them. Number 3, don't limit yourself to asking questions and leading. The leader is also a participant in the group. It's important for you to share your own answers and observations. Do not dominate the discussion and don't lead with your answers. Number 4, avoid combining 2 understanding questions into one. Be careful to ask only one question at a time. It helps to have written questions so that you can steer clear of this. Tip number 5, avoid high control leadership. If the group takes off, don't worry as long as it's in a direction you want it to go. You may need to step in from time to time to clarify the direction. Seek God's agenda for your group meeting, certainly. But just like a sailboat crossing the ocean, it must tack back and forth on its journey, pointing in the wrong direction most of the time, yet it's heading for its destination. So don't be too controlling, making corrections when necessary, but not too quickly. Tip number 6, avoid a leadership vacuum. You are in charge. Leading is like flying a kite. Too heavy a grip on the string and the kite won't soar. Too light of a grip and the kite will crash. Lack of leadership will cause others to step into the vacuum, and often the loudest person will step in when that person isn't necessarily the most qualified to lead. So don't hesitate to lead as you empower others, call on others to pray, asking individuals to respond to a particular question or to bring the discussion back when it gets too far off field. Tip number 7, avoid leadership passivity. Actively participate even when the group is wandering. As a leader, participate and be completely involved even in the tangents. Don't look like you're bored with what other people are saying. Number 8, avoid asking yes and no questions. This type of question hinders discussion. How and why questions are excellent. Who, what, where, and when questions are also good for stimulating discussion. Number 9, ditch complex questions. State the question simply and clearly to keep everyone engaged. All right, that's it. Next session is workshop number 27. We're going to talk about evaluation questions. How can you make sure that you continue to improve as a leader of a small group? So God's best to you. Bye for now.